Hey guys, you may wonder what I'm doing coming to you looking like this. Well, some gray hairs decided to make an appearance for Christmas, and while I love all things sparkly and Christmassy, I don't want it to look like I have tinsel in my hair unless I purposely put it there. So I decided to dye my roots, and since I'll be sitting here for 30 minutes, I thought, well, what better time than to come on. I've been wanting to pre-record some videos for the week of Christmas and the week after because it's really busy for us. We have several different Christmas parties and things that we go do over those 2 weeks and with New Year's and stuff. So I thought I wanted to go ahead and pre-record so I can have videos up in my normal schedule, but not have to be here to do it. So, and no, in case you're wondering, I'm not naked. I have a towel on. I would not come on here naked, just so you know, for anybody who thinks I might be weird like that. I mean, clearly I'm weird because I'm coming to you like this, but this is reality, folks. First off, before I go into what I decided I would do, I wanted to share with you guys just a couple things I picked up at TJ Maxx the other day. I have not been shopping for myself because, duh, it's Christmas and I'm shopping for other people. But I did see these two things. I had kind of had an unexpected little babysitting job, so I had a little bit extra money, and I saw these things and I decided to pick them up for myself. So the first thing is these Nip and Fab Glycolic Fix Gentle Pads. So they're like an exfoliating pad. Looks like this. And these were $5.99 and it said compare at 8. I know you can't always trust their little compare at stickers, but these smell so good, like a citrusy kind of scent. Oh, I love it. I just used one last night for the first time, so I don't really have any results or anything to report, but it's supposed to, it says glycolic and fruit acids retexture and resurface. Hyaluronic acid moisturizes and refreshes. Aloe vera acts as a protective layer on the skin. So it says exfoliating facial pads that gently refine, brighten, and renew skin. So we will see if I am refined, brightened, and renewed after using these for a little while. So $5.99. I thought I would just pick them up, splurge on a little something. I need to get into a skincare routine of some sort because I am clueless and I just need to do something. And then the other thing I picked up, I kept seeing this last year online and on different things. And every time I would try to order it, whether from the Body Shop or wherever, this particular scent was always sold out. And I was so bummed because it just sounded to me like something that I know I would love, right? So I kept seeing, I'd see like they'd have these great sales. So I'd be like, jump on it. Nope, that scent's gone. I'm like, oh, come on. So when I was in TJ Maxx the other day, I saw randomly on this little table area, this one. And I'm like, you know what? At TJ Maxx, a lot of times stuff like this is like dipped into and stuff and gross. So I'm like, what are the chances? Well, I went over, if anyone saw me, they were probably like, what is that chick doing? Because I saw it like go over across the way and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get over to where that is. I'm like, is that really what I think it is? And it was. It is the Body Shop Vanilla Chai Body Butter. Oh. So, you know, you're like, what's it gonna be like when you open it? Let me just show you. Perfect. That's what it's gonna be like. Oh, it smells like everything I hoped it would. Vanilla Chai. I'm so excited about this. I paid $6.99 and it says compare at 12. So I was super excited to find this. Merry Christmas to me. From me. So those are just two little things I picked up that I thought I'd share with you guys. And then I also thought I would go back, all the way back to, I don't even remember which giveaway it was, like how many subscriber giveaway it was, but I had people give me Q&A questions, which I answered a lot of, but there are a lot that I did not. So I thought I would go ahead and just answer some of those randomly that seemed interesting to me. And let's see. What is your most favorite brand of makeup? And why is it your favorite? I would have to say right now, ColourPop is my favorite. Simply because the eyeshadow palettes I have of theirs, I love. Like, the quality is so good. Everything blends really easy. The pigmentation is really good. And they are so super affordable. Like, the Good Sport palette is $16. I love that palette. I cannot say enough good things about it. I also have the You Had Me at Hello and Give It To Me Straight palettes from ColourPop. And they're fantastic. Like, I have no complaints about them. They stay all day. They're beautiful. I also really, really love the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip Formula. I have a hard time with lip stuff. Like I have a hard time finding things that I feel like I really like or that work really well for me. I love those. They're not transfer proof. However, they do stay on your lips. You can eat and drink like crazy and you will still see it there. Like they look fantastic. They don't fade away like chunky or, you know what I mean, like kind of flake away or leave like that weird line. They don't do that. Like they're fantastic. So simply, like, obviously I just got really into makeup. It's a little over a year ago. So I don't have like a ton of things from a ton of different brands to kind of like compare. But I also know that I am like very much, I lean toward the more drugstore budget friendly things. Even not saying that I don't want the other stuff because it's fantastic, but I just know what I can afford and what's realistic for me and probably for a lot of people who watch. So yeah, ColourPop, they like are killing it in my book. And I don't know if you've seen their Glitterly Obsessed glitters. They're like in a little pot, but I've seen a couple people use them now. I need one. I need one of those. They're so gorgeous, like so glittery and fantastic. I wish I had one for Christmas, but yeah, so ColourPop would be my favorite. And that's why, because they're affordable and great quality. Let's see. What primer do you use? I love the Benefit Professional Primer. It is a little more pricey, but truthfully, I tried the Smashbox one. What the heck is that called? Photo Finish, because I got this sample in an Ipsy bag one time. I don't like it every time I try to use it, but I have very oily skin, so I think maybe that's why, because I feel like it just makes, where I put it, it does nothing for me. I get really oily and shiny and whatever. But the Benefit Professional Primer, I love that stuff. It is so good. It does not, I find myself much less greasy in those areas. I put it like my T-zone kind of and down on my chin. And like, I love that primer. So that's something I'm willing to pay a little more for, only because it works really well for me and it lasts a long, long time. I also have had a couple different of like the e.l.f. primers. I am not a fan. They did not do well for me. I know they're great for some people. My one sister loves the e.l.f. primer, but she has really dry skin. And so I think it might just be a difference. She has the one that's like the pink one, which I've used that. And I also used like the clear one because it was supposed to be more for oily skin, but it didn't do anything for me. So yeah, Benefit Professional is definitely my favorite primer. Favorite makeup store to shop, truthfully, would be Ulta Online. When I go into the Ulta store, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know what it is. Like, even though I kind of know where stuff is now, I just go in there and it's almost like I'm like a deer in headlights. Like, I think I know what I was going in for, but now I'm not sure. Or if I'm going in just, well, let me see if I find something I like. I end up leaving with I cannot tell you how many times I have left that store with nothing after spending like an hour or more in there. It's just too much to me. I much prefer to shop online. So Ulta Online is probably where I'd say, well, that's not even where I get most of my makeup. Honestly, I probably get most of it from like Walmart, like, you know, my basic stuff. But the other stuff I get from Ulta Online or like ColourPop's website. But yeah, I'm not. And Sephora is like too high-end and expensive for me, to be completely honest. So sometimes I'll go in there just to look at stuff, but I honestly a lot of times don't even, I'm not real big on like going and looking at stuff that I know I'm not gonna buy, or I don't know. It's just kind of like pointless to me, but yeah. Do you have any hobbies besides makeup? I do. My hobbies are crocheting. I love to crochet. I love to make gifts for people, and while I'm making them for them, I like to pray for them while I'm making them. So it's just like a great way to sit and really be intentional about, you know, praying for someone and thinking about someone. So that's something I really enjoy doing, is hand making things to give as gifts like that, because I like for my gifts to be meaningful and thoughtful, and even more so than the people probably realize who get them, like the thought of them that went into it while I was making it. So that is a hobby I love doing. And I don't know if you call camping a hobby, but if you do, that is probably my most favorite hobby ever, because I love camping. We have a travel trailer, and in the summer we try to go as much as we can. We go to our church camp. It's actually technically 10 days long, but we usually go for like 12 days because we go a couple days early. And so that's something that we all enjoy every year so much. and going with like family, different groups of our family and stuff. And I love camping. I grew up camping. My husband grew up camping. It's something we both really love, and so camping, definitely a hobby. Favorite drink from Starbucks would be an iced cinnamon almond milk macchiato, right? Iced cinnamon almond milk. Yes, but it's got to be venti because I'm getting the biggest one you got because I don't go very often. So when I do, I like go big, you know? And so yeah, and a venti iced cinnamon almond milk macchiato is my favorite. It's got all this caramel in there and cinnamon, and oh man, it's delicious. I am dairy free, so that's why I do almond milk. Yeah, I know there's caramel in there, but you know, let's not get technical. I eat chocolate too. And I have butter. So I can't say I'm completely dairy free, but those things, like, I don't have milk in things. I don't eat like cottage cheese, sour cream, cheese, any of that kind of stuff. So I just have dairy in very tiny doses, which I have found did wonders for my headaches and migraines. I no longer have headaches really at all. And my migraines are much less frequent, like much less severe and much less frequent since I cut out dairy almost 3 years ago. And I don't miss it at all, to be honest, so I won't go back. And it helps me keep weight off. I lost a lot of weight and it helped me keep weight off. Do you wear makeup every day? I don't wear makeup every day when I'm just at home. Sometimes I have it on when I'm just at home because I'll film a video and then I just leave it on for the rest of the day. But I never leave the house without makeup on, really. I ran to the post office the other day to ship out some presents, and it's literally like down the road from my house, and like we live in a little small country town, and so it's like I basically never see anyone in there under like 70 usually, besides the lady that works there. I swear every time I'm in there I only see like much older people, which that has nothing to do with what I do with myself when I go there, but it's just kind of funny. It's just a little tiny small town post office. Which is kind of fun because I've gotten to know the lady that works there, and we have fabulous little chats when I go in. But so I did run there without makeup on the other day, and that was hard for me. That might sound ridiculous, but that is just, I grew up with, my mom has always done her hair and makeup. She's never gone out of the house not, you know, done up nice. My grandma was that way. Both of my grandmas are that way. My aunts, that's just the kind of like, that's just how I grew up, seeing all the women in my family always just, you know, being put together when they went out. And so that is how I am too. And I have a very hard time not, for some reason. But so I even like, yeah, I was like, oh, please don't let me see someone when I'm at the post office. And there was like one other lady in there when I was there. And so, yeah, that was all I saw. But it was hard for me to go out without makeup. So I don't wear makeup every day, but I pretty much always, I'm going to say I always wear makeup when I go out of the house anywhere, because yeah, unless I'm going to be like in the car early in the morning dropping my kids off at school and no, I'm not really going to see anyone, then I might not. But if I'm going in anywhere, I have makeup on. Favorite flower. My favorite flower is actually lily of the valley. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. It's kind of like this little droopy little branch, not branch, but like stem, and it has all these little tiny white flowers off of it that look almost like little bell type you know, blooms or whatever, and they are very tiny, and it smells so just, I don't know, so nice. It's something I've just always loved. Ever since I was really young, we had some lily of the valley in the backyard of the house where I grew up, and it's just always been the flower that when I think of a flower that I love, that's what it is. So someone asked, and I think this is an interesting question, how hard is it to stand out in the beauty community on YouTube? I think it's probably really hard. There's so many people who are in the beauty community, small and large channels, and probably unless you really find like a specific niche to kind of, you know, fall into that nobody else really has done, or there's something about your personality that's really, I don't know, just draws people in. It's probably, I would say it's very hard to stand out. But I think a big word of encouragement to anyone thinking about starting a channel would be to don't do it for that reason. Like, don't do it because you want to stand out. Don't do it because you think you're going to make a lot of money, because chances are real good you're not. And, or maybe any money at all. So as far as like standing out, I don't really care about that. I so much enjoy the group of people, like the subscribers that I have, and interacting with you guys. And so, it doesn't matter to me to like stand out and get a bunch of, you know, attention and tons of subscribers and make a bunch of money or whatever. Like, that's just not, obviously I probably wouldn't come on here looking like this if I thought there was going to be a whole heck of a lot of people. There's already way too many of you seeing me like this. But this is reality. I am who I am, and this is the kind of stuff that everyone does. We all have to do crazy things because we get gray hair, or we get facial hair we have to remove, or whatever the case may be. So I'm not about being fake and trying to act like I like always look all put together. Like, let's be real, people. So yeah, standing out, I would say, is hard in the beauty community, but I think if you don't make that a focus for yourself, then it takes a lot of the pressure off. And for me, this is all about fun and enjoyment and being like kind of a therapeutic thing. So I do not care at all about standing out, really. That's never been something in my life that I cared about doing anyway. I think the more you seek that like attention and approval from people, the more difficult life is, really. The more disappointed you are about things, because it's like you're waiting for maybe recognition and you don't get it, and it's like such a downer. If you just don't put yourself in those positions where you're you know, expecting things like that, then you don't have to worry so much about like that letdown, you know. So that's what I would say about that. And then another question with it was, do you ever feel pressured to create super different looks in order to be different than other beauty gurus? Well, I don't think I'll ever be a beauty guru, for one. I even just said that really weird, beauty guru. I hate the word guru, to be really honest, so I don't even want anyone to call me that. But yeah, I don't feel pressured to do anything. It's my channel. Like, I can do whatever I want. If 2 people watch, then 2 people watch. If more than that watch, then fantastic. Like, but I do the looks that I want to do. I do the things that like are fun to me or interest me. If I start doing things because I'm so worried about trying to draw in other people, then I'm not going to be true to who I am anymore, and it's not going to be fun to me anymore, and I would probably end up not having a channel anymore, because then to me it would feel like a job. And I'm going to be real honest right now, I don't like work. I don't like jobs. So why would I want to do that and make this like a job for me? Obviously, if you get bigger and you are making money, there are certain things that you have to do to kind of maintain that. So it does become a little bit of a job, but it should always be something you enjoy, I feel like. And so I'm never going to feel pressured to do anything, because that's not why I started this channel. And that's, if I did that, it's not going to be this outlet for me anymore. And then that wouldn't even be any fun. So no, I don't feel pressured to do different super looks or anything. And I'm not very good at makeup. Spoiler for those of you who don't already know. I'm learning as I go, and it's fun to kind of see the process for me. And yeah, so I don't think I'm, you know, any competition for any of the big YouTubers out there, or even small, or anyone, but I'm having fun doing it, so I don't really care. But I think that's where I will leave it for today. I don't want to make this video a million years long. And I hope that you guys had a fantastic Christmas. I hope that you enjoyed this little video of me coming to you like this, and just answering some of those questions that were asked way back when. I just thought it might be a perfect opportunity to do it. So I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas, like I already said, because sometimes I repeat myself, and that you will have an amazing new year, and the year ahead would just bring you things that you never expected, but good things that you never expected. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down. If you're new here, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. And if you are one of my awesome subscribers that I have already had, thank you so much for being here and watching me and listening to me ramble like you always do. You guys are awesome, and I love you. And I will see you very soon. Bye.